Hey guys, I'm Erina. In this video, I'm going to tell you one of a beautiful short story with the title The Doll's House, written by Catherine Mansfield, that have a theme of class, prejudice, connection, hope, appearance, and equality. Mansfield was a prominent modernist writer who was born and brought up in New Zealand. In the story, she reveals the cruelty of grown-up people in the society. She shows the innocence of small children and the cruelty of the society that draws a line between the rich and the poor, higher and lower stages of people. Hope you enjoy! One day, a doll's house arrives at the Bernal home as a gift. The doll's house smells so strongly of paint that Unbearable thinks it could make someone sick. Isabel, Lottie, and Kezia, the Bernal's three daughters, do not mind the smell. However, Anne couldn't be more delighted by the house. Open it quickly, someone! The hook on the side of the doll's house is stuck. So, Pat pries it open with his penknife. When the front of the house swings open, all of the rooms are displayed at once. When knocking on the door of a real house, one can only peer in and see the front hallway. But the doll's house opens entirely, allowing one to see everything, the way cat opens houses at the dead of night. The Bernal girls have never seen anything so wonderful before, and take in all of the details of the house, from the pictures painted on the walls to the red carpet, plush pillows, beds with actual bedspreads, and kitchen fit with a small stove. Kezia, the youngest, noticed a small lamp in particular, which sits on the dining room table and is filled with a liquid that looks like oil. She thinks the lamp is the best part of the house because it fits so perfectly, whereas the father and mother doll look a little too big for the house and do not seem to belong inside it. The next morning, the Bernals are excited to boast to the other girls at school. Isabel, the oldest, forbids her sisters from saying anything before she's had a chance to describe the doll's house to the others. She also reminds Lottie and Kezia that she is allowed to choose which two girls will visit first to see the house. At playtime, all the little girls gather around to hear Isabel's talk about the house, except for Lil and Els Gilvey, the daughters of the village washerwoman and the poorest girls at school. Everyone in the village gossips about the Kilveys, saying that their father is in prison and many children, the Bernals included, aren't allowed to talk to them. As such, the Kilveys can only eavesdrop as Isabel proudly describes the doll's house. Kezia reminds her sister to mention the lamp, though no one else seems to care about it. Isabel chooses Amy Cole and Lena Logan as the first two girls to come see the house. Kezia asks her mother if she can invite the Kilveys to see the doll's house, but Mrs. Bernal refuses and tells Kezia she knows why. "Mother," said Kezia, "can I ask the Kilvey just once?" "Certainly not, Kezia." "But why not?" "Run away, Kezia, you know quite well why not." More days pass, and by now everyone has seen the house except the Kilveys. At school, the other girls group down the sisters who react only with silence. Later that afternoon, Kezia is at home, swinging on the big white gates of her family's courtyard. When she spots the Kilveys walking down the road, she decides to swing the gates open to greet the Kilveys. Kezia says hello and asks the Kilveys if they want to come inside and see the doll's house. Lil and Els are stunned, and Lil quickly shakes her head no. When Kezia asks why not, she gasps and tells Kezia that her mother told that they were not supposed to talk to Kezia. Kezia brushes it off, saying that it doesn't matter and that no one is looking. When Lilligan refuses to enter the courtyard, she feels a little tug on her dress. When she turns, she sees Alice looking at her imploringly. Alice twitches Lil's skirt again, indicating that she wants to see the house. Alice and Lil follow Kezia inside, and Kezia opens the doll's house for them. When Kezia begins to give them a tour of the small house, Aunt Beryl suddenly yells at Kezia from the back door for letting the Kilvays inside. Aunt Beryl comes into the courtyard and furiously shoos the Kilvays away and slams the doll's house shut. The Kilvays slip through the white gates and run down the road. Aunt Beryl, it's revealed, had had a terrible afternoon due to a letter she received from Willie Brandt. In the letter, Willie threatened to come to the front door if she didn't meet him in Palmanspach later that night. She feels better now that she has scolded Kezia and scared off Lil and Alice. Meanwhile, Lil and Alice run off, stopping to rest by a big red train pipe on the roadside. They sit silently and look over the fields to the Logan Scouts. Alice nudges closer to her sister and smiles. She speaks for the first time in the story, saying, I seen the little lamb. Moral value from the story is, no matter what your background is, everyone has the same ability to find beauty and refinement in things. Money does not buy class, and kindness goes a long way. I think that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching.